Hey, what's up? We went to a movie today. Me and the kids and Eva, the whole family went. It was between The Grinch and a couple of other movies that we were debating between. We ended up settling on The Grinch. So, since I usually do reviews of all the movies I see, including the kids' movies, I decided to talk about The Grinch today. Before I saw it, I was interested in it because it's I've heard a lot of talk about it. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, and I watch a lot of his, and listen to a lot of his podcasts and stuff, and he is on a podcast called Smodcast with Scott Mosier. Now, Scott Mosier is actually, this is his directorial debut, was the Grinch movie. So I was interested in seeing it, but I'm not biased by any means. I went in actually knowing that it hadn't gotten very good reviews overall. I think Rotten Tomatoes had it like, critic score was like 50-something% and audience score was 60-something%. So I wasn't expecting a whole lot going in, and that could have played into how I felt about the film. But in my opinion, this thing gets a lot. It got a lot more flack than I think it should have. I think it was really a quality movie. I enjoyed it thoroughly. The kids all loved it. Obviously, kids are going to enjoy it more than adults. The mark of good animated films is, do the adults enjoy them as well? So the kids laughed throughout the film. I laughed a few times. Eva laughed a few times, and both Eva and I enjoyed the movie. Not the greatest animated film I've ever seen, by any means, but it was a quality movie. I don't think it should be scored as low as it is on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb and such. Like, everyone pretty much has it. Even the audience score, like I said, is somewhere around 60%, which is like rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. That's not even an average movie. That's like crappy. But no, I don't know where everyone's getting that from. Maybe they were expecting it to be wildly different than the original Dr. Seuss story. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they like the Jim Carrey Grinch. Me personally, my all-time favorite Grinch movie is the original cartoon. Then I saw the Jim Carrey one. And honestly, I've never even sat through the entire... Like, I've seen it on TV a bunch, but I've never sat through the entire film beginning to end. I didn't really enjoy... As much of a fan of Jim Carrey as I am, I didn't really enjoy that movie. I didn't enjoy the live-action Grinch movie. But like I said, like, number 2 in line would definitely be this movie. This movie, it was good, man. It was funny. It's no Coco. You know what I mean? It's no Toy Story. But I would definitely recommend taking your kids to see it. It's a quality film. I think they did a great job on it. Some of my favorite parts were he goes and gets he's trying to recruit reindeer, right, for his heist, and he goes out looking for reindeer, and there's this goat. There's this goat standing there, and this goat just keeps going like, "Wah!" Like, it was probably the funniest aspect of the entire movie was this goat. On top of that, the dog was really funny, and even the Grinch was really funny, but that goat was a high point for me, and then also the reindeer that they end up with. So he's out, like, searching for reindeer, right? And this goat does the scream and scares all the reindeer away. Except for one. The one that basically couldn't get away. It's a big, fat, lazy deer. Like, it's this really fat deer. It kind of looks like a moose. And, the goat was funny, but the reindeer, the fat reindeer, was probably my favorite aspect, really, of the whole thing. He's in the most of the movie. And, like, he tries to fit in the bed with him. You saw that on the trailer, but that's probably the funniest character in it, in my opinion. Anyway, thoroughly enjoyed the film. I thought it was great. I have no idea, like, if I was scoring it, I'd probably have it at 80%. You know, not the greatest movie I've ever seen by a long shot, but much better than the 60% that everyone seems to be giving it. So if you want to take my advice, you have kids, you'll enjoy this movie, and so will they. So anyway, that's it. Yeah, if you like the video, please click that thumbs up button. If you like videos like this, where I talk about movies, TV shows, pop culture, nerd stuff like that, that's what I do here. So if you're into that sort of thing, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.